Okay, what I'd like to do today is just simply show how to install a shooter kit on a G43 K43 rifle. A friend of mine was having issues, so I thought I'd make this little video to help him out. So what we have here is a G43 rifle. First thing, you make sure the firearm is unloaded, no round inside the chamber, as well as in the magazine. You'll take your magazine, and you'll place that inside the rifle to lock back the bolt. Just simply get it out of the way, because what we need to do is work on the front area where the gas piston is. And I'll explain in a moment why we did that. So to expose the gas piston and assembly, you'll reach around, there's a band spring back here, you'll depress the band spring and slide off the front cap. Once the cap is off, you'll take your handguard, slide it forward, up, and out. In essence, it exposes your gas system. Now, with that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to remove these components. With the bolt pulled back, it allows us to manipulate or move these items that are right here. And what we have, what we're looking at right here, is of course the gas cylinder, the connecting rod, the actuation rod, and the actuation rod spring. So first things first, I'm going to just pull back slightly on the actuation rod. I'll draw the connecting rod out, place it to the side. Slide the actuation rod out to the side, place that to the side. From here, I'll slide the gas cylinder off, put that to the side. Now once that's done, as you can see, you have your gas piston exposed. Now unfortunately, wrench-wise, it's a square knurl right here, and a 7mm and 8mm they don't quite fit, nor does a 5/16 or a 3/8. So unfortunately, the tool that I have to use is an adjustable wrench. So what you'll do is you'll place the wrench on that squared area, tighten it down, making sure that you don't strike here. Place your thumb there or a rag, and what you'll do is put your hand across the gas cylinder right here and slide it this way. Once that releases. Now you may run into difficulties. Some of these older rifles, they ran corrosive ammunition. At some point in time, this might be corroded up. So there's a couple options what you can do. You can use Aerocroil, this oil, penetrating oil. Place it in here, spray it in here liberally, and let it set for a couple days. And then try to manipulate or maneuver the cylinder off of it. Another option would be take the rifle out of the stock and then use a propane heater and heat up this area right here, trying to loosen this up. Okay, so once that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to take the gas piston and slowly extract it. It's threaded. We'll remove it, get it out of the way. Okay, now as you can see with the gas piston, the orifice is rather large here. So with the shooter's kit, what they did was simply this. They have fixed orifices, or excuse me, removable orifices of different sizes. So you can more or less change out the orifice to decrease or increase the gas stream that works against the cylinder. So that's trial and error, and I'll go into that in a minute. So we'll take our gas piston. Now, not recommended, but just my choice. What I'll simply do is I'll take some anti-seize, very, very little bit, and I'll place it on the threads, just like that. This way, if I go to remove it again, I won't fight it, or won't have to heat it or put oil on it. Okay. We'll simply install this piston. done. Go ahead and give it a nice tight fit. There we go. Now that unit's installed, we can go ahead and reassemble this. We'll go ahead and place this back in. Our connecting rod comes in a moment, but we'll take the actuator spring first, place that in, draw it back. As we draw it back, we'll place the connecting rod in place, reinserting it, and slowly putting the actuator rod inside. Now, what you've done is you've installed the shooter's kit. But now what you have to do is, when you have the opportunity, take it to the range. When you're at the range, what you'll do is, you'll try this out, and you may find yourself having to change orifices. So make sure you have a 1/8 Allen key with you, as well as your set of orifices. And you'll remove your top cover while you're at the range. You'll just simply reinstall the band spring. And as you're shooting the weapon, you're allowing it to actuate. And what you're trying to do is allow or reduce the gas stream, so you're not throwing the brass a million miles away. You're just allowing it to pretty much find a steady gas stream that will eject the round, driving the bolt back, but not excessively, so it doesn't damage your bolt assembly. I hope this information helps. If you have any questions, please post them, and good luck with your